We begin at noon with an update about the cleanup that continues at the site of the deadly UPS plane crash. LG&E is working to reconnect power and gas along Grade Lane. Now happening tomorrow, emergency management agencies say phase 1 of reopening Grade Lane will be happening. The area from Don Hudson Boulevard south to the outer loop will be opened back up to businesses and their customers. Today marks 3 weeks since that crash. Now, a weekend of pushback have brought the wheels of change to a grinding halt at JCPS. The district has dropped a proposal to change school start times. WHAS11's Alexandra Goldberg explains why the idea caught parents and even a board member off guard.
Taylor Uselis and her 2 Bloom Elementary students were dreading a proposed 7:10 a.m. start time next school year. They worried about it for a weekend.
And I'm just so relieved because, again, I can't even explain the magnitude of frustration that was happening beforehand.
Monday afternoon, JCPS Superintendent Brian Yearwood changed his tune, withdrawing the proposal revealed first on Friday that school start times would be moved up by 20 minutes.
I've probably received 150 emails from parents since the announcement, and 98% of them were expressing deep concern for a 7:10 start time. And I think it's cool the district is listening.
JCPS board member Taylor Everett says Yearwood has alluded to the proposal, but the board found out along with the public Friday evening.
The reason this was pulled is because so many people reached out and had really, really good stories and data to prove why it wasn't the best idea.
Everett says the 9:40 a.m. start time for some schools needs to change, but not to the detriment of students who start in the 7 o'clock hour.
This was just one step too far, and I think we need to give the current schedule a little time to breathe before we jump to something else.
Yearwood said the withdrawal came after conversations with families, staff, and stakeholders. He says, quote, while the intent was to strengthen student learning conditions and improve operational efficiency, it is clear that more analysis and deeper engagement are necessary before moving forward. But for now, families across the district will be able to keep their alarm clocks set the way they are. In Louisville, Alexandra Goldberg, WHAS11, on your side.
Dr. Yearwood says the district will look into other options to, quote, support strong instructional outcomes and protect a healthy work-life balance for school-based employees. The superintendent added that will include more opportunities for community feedback. Well, it's unofficially the kickoff to holiday travel, and airports are packing up. So, Austin, how's this going to affect people leaving Louisville today?
The radar behind me looking a lot better than it was all this morning. We had a lot of widespread rain. I'm sure you drove in it on the way to the station. Right now, though, not nearly as widespread. We still have a few showers, a few spotty showers sticking around here in Kentuckiana, and that is the first of the 3 things to know. We're going to continue tracking those spotty showers throughout the rest of this afternoon. Then tomorrow, falling temperatures and windy conditions making it feel as if those temperatures are falling at least, and then Thanksgiving looking sunny, looking cool. We're not going to see those temperatures bounce back for a while. Here's the 24-hour temperature change map. I started showing this morning, and actually we are starting to close that gap in terms of the temperature change compared to yesterday. So tomorrow it's going to be interesting to see what this map looks like. Here's a live look at the Louisville skyline from our U of L campus camera. This is brought to you by Red River Eye Care and River City Eye Care. I was back in the Arklatex for some reason, but we are seeing temperatures in the upper 50s right now here in the metro area, and you can see across Kentuckiana in general we are in the mid to upper 50s, though a few places still holding on to the very, very low 60s. Here's the hourly planner. Going to stay cloudy through the rest of the day. Going to continue tracking those spotty showers through the rest of the day as well. Details on your Wednesday and Thanksgiving coming up in my 7-day forecast.
A 3rd Kentucky child is dead this year from whooping cough, this time an infant. Now doctors are warning that more kids are getting sick. The Kentucky Department for Public Health says they are seeing more cases of whooping cough coinciding with lower immunization rates. A 2024-25 survey of Kentucky school immunizations showed only 86% of kindergartners and 85% of 7th graders were up to date on their whooping cough vaccines. The 3 deaths this year are the first deadly cases of whooping cough in Kentucky since 2018. Medical experts are also warning of a new flu variant that could make its way to the United States. Doctors with Norton Healthcare and Norton Children's are urging caution and giving advice to trying to keep your family healthy. The new variant is called Subclade K. It is currently active in places like Japan and the United Kingdom. Experts say it could lead to an increase in flu cases here in the U.S. this winter. Dr. Thomas Cunningham with Norton Healthcare talked with WHAS about when it's time to go to an immediate care center or even the emergency room for flu symptoms.
Most flu symptoms are manageable at home. Taking things like Tylenol, ibuprofen, symptomatic management are okay. Once those symptoms become a little bit more severe, ICC is the next step.
He also says if you experience symptoms such as chest pain, shortness of breath, or trouble keeping down medication, that's when you should go to the ER. Cunningham says the best way to protect yourself from catching any flu variants is to make sure you and your family are up to date on flu shots. To get yours, go to nortonhealthcare.com/flu shots or check out any local pharmacy. Right now, the Nelson County Sheriff's Office is looking for a community Grinch. Doorbell footage captured these images of the person that deputies believe committed the holiday heist. Deputies say this person stole several holiday decorations from a home just north of Bardstown on Benelli Drive. Deputies say the thief stole 2 small Christmas trees, Santa's sleigh, and his reindeer. If you recognize the person in these pictures, contact Nelson County Dispatch at 502-348-1870. For months, Louisville's River Road and construction have gone hand in hand. The Louisville Water Company's lengthy pipeline work is not expected to wrap up until the summer of 2026, and now City is planning more new work on River Road. Louisville is looking at a right-sizing project along the busy corridor. Ideas include a bike lane, parking slips, and a new turn lane. Metro Department of Transportation's Assistant Director Michael King says the goal is to reduce speed. He wants to make sure the road is more accessible to everyone, including pedestrians and bicyclists.
One of the things that folks are really excited about is now that will actually be a bike and a ped connection that goes all the way from the top of Thorn Avenue all the way down to River Road, so people can access the Louisville Loop without having to get in their car.
Now, King told us they're expecting the right-sizing project to start next fall. It will take about 6 months to complete. You rated it, and now we're seeing it. Yelp has released a list of the 20 best restaurants in the Louisville area. The company curated the list by looking at review scores on its site, and if the restaurant was part of a chain, Yelp only included the location with the highest rating overall. The restaurant with the best review score is Mish Mish, a Mediterranean spot in Nulu with a 4.8 out of 5 stars on Yelp. Hammerheads came in second with a score of 4.5. That's in the Germantown neighborhood. Repeal Oak Fired Steakhouse, Breakfast AF, and the Eagle rounded out the top 5. We've got the full list on our website, WHAS11.com, right now.